Alright everyone, I'm here to give you my WWE Friday Night Smackdown review for March 5th, 2015. And I haven't watched the show yet, but it doesn't look like a prominent show because I looked up on the website because I was signing up to get a new network account because the other one just went to junk. The matches on this show are going to be AJ Lee versus AJ Lee versus Brie Bella, which doesn't seem that bad. But we're also going to get Ryback versus Corporate Kane. And I hate watching those two wrestle together. They just suck. I don't like Corporate Kane. So, yeah, I don't know what the show is going to be like. So, let's just see how it plays out. Alright, so the show started off. We get Byron Saxton, Michael Cole, and Jerry the Kid Lawler on commentary. This was an awesome way to start SmackDown. Here's how it starts. Dolph Ziggler comes out, and he still has possession of Bad News Barrett's Intercontinental Championship. And he said that he never rightfully got his rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. You know, ever since he got rid of the Authority at Survivor Series, which consists of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, he got fired. He never got his he got screwed out of it. He never got his rematch, and he's been being the hero, so he hasn't been given an opportunity. And he says that when he won the title last year, it changed his life. And he announces himself that he's going to be in the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. We also know that Dean Ambrose and Luke Harper are also in this match. And he says, I want to call out someone that I want to share a WrestleMania moment with. Someone that started a movement. And he pretty much references that he wants to call out Daniel Bryan, but he never gets to. Because Bad News Barrett comes out and says that you don't get to decide who's in this match because it's my match. Because it's my match, and that's my Intercontinental Championship. And he says that he's going to give Ziggler two options. He can either give it to him, or he's going to come take it from him from his unconscious body. So, Bad News Barrett's about to come take it. But Luke Harper attacks Ziggler from behind. And B&B tries to take his title, but Harper won't let him. They have like a fight over it. Ziggler tries to attack him. They gain up on him. So Dean Ambrose runs out, makes the save, fights them both off. And then they're having like a tug of war with the IC title. And then Ziggler and Ambrose fight. Ambrose fights with Harper and Ziggler fights with Barrett. And then you see R-Truth just creep up like spy style, like he's a spy. He does like a flip and he's just sneaking. He's being very quiet. And he takes the Intercontinental Championship and he hides underneath the ring. And then he leaves. So R-Truth has possession of the Intercontinental Championship. R-Truth was awesome here. And then it gets better. So R-Truth gets interviewed by Renee Young. And R-Truth says that if he takes the title, he already has it. He doesn't have to climb a ladder to get it. It was very weird that he said that, but it was still awesome. So Renee Young tells him, well, they're still going to hang it above the ring. And R-Truth's like, oh, they are? Well, you take it. I don't want it. So Renee Young's like, I don't want that. And then R-Truth's like, okay, I'm going to go give it to Gene Ambrose. I didn't boss. He actually did say Gene Ambrose. Renee Young's like, it's Dean Ambrose. And he's like, whatever, I'm going to go give it to him. That was awesome. This was awesome stuff. R-Truth has just been awesome lately. He's just awesome. So let's see what happens next. Alright, so we get Cesaro and Tyson Kidd with Natalya. And Natalya's heel now. I mean, she's been heel for a while, but I wasn't exactly sure. But she's heel. I think it's kind of random. I guess they're not having problems anymore, but you never know. They should have been heel a while ago. They should make like Tyson Kidd and Natalya like a power couple. Like Tyson Kidd has like the IC title or something, and then Natalya has the Divas title. They need to win back the Women's Championship, too. But anyhow, they cut like a little promo and said that the only way they can face them for the that a tag team can face them for the tag team titles at WrestleMania is if they earn it and then they'll lose. That's pretty much what they say. they pretty much just, and they faced the Lost Matadors. I forgot, I don't know if I mentioned that. Diego and Fernando with El Torito ringside. Kid and Cesaro pretty much own these guys. Behind the referee's back, Cesaro does the swing and Tyson Kidd does the drop kick for the win. Nothing worth mentioning. It was a slaughter match, actually. It wasn't really a squash, a slaughter. I know it's the same thing, but they just pretty much killed him. And then Corporate Kane's backstage, and Big Show comes up and says you owe him an apology because Kane was wrong about Randy Orton because he helped Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns on Monday. And Kane says he may have been wrong, but he's not apologizing. And Big Show says that he's entering himself into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And he says that when he wins, he's going to tail off the head of that giant and put himself there and call it the Big Show the Big Show Memorial Battle Royal. And then Kane says that he's a giant, but he's not Andre the Giant. And Big Show says he's taking that as a compliment. And Kane says, and he says something like Kane says he's going to enter the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and he doesn't intend on losing. And he asks Kane if he's going to show up as the Big Red, the Devil's Favorite Demon, or the spokesman for Men's Warehouse. And then Kane says, well, why don't you get like a ringside seat in my match with Ryback tonight? And then he says, Men's Warehouse, huh? Well, I'm going to show you how good I really look. I didn't really like this part of SmackDown. It was crap. And now we're about to get a crappy match between Ryback and Kane. But however, they did announce tonight that there's going to be a tag team match. It's going to be Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler versus Bad News Barrett and Luke Harper. Alright, Ryback versus Corporate Kane. You can obviously tell this is a tape show, by the way, because they just show Kane in a suit and tie, and now he's not. I mean, obviously he's going to take time to change into that. So they're having the match. Big Show gets up on the apron when Ryback's about to do his Mihawk clothesline. Ryback knocks him off. He gets distracted, and then Kane gets distracted by him. And he tells Big Show to get down, and he gets down. Ryback hits a Mihawk clothesline for the win. So then Big Show's pissed at Kane because he's like, I had him set up for you. And then Kane gets in the mic and makes Ryback versus Big Show. Just to, I guess, prove to see if Big Show can do it. That's a match I actually want to see because it's kind of cool, but the Ryback Kane match, not so much. Alright, so now we have Ryback versus Big Show. It was an okay match. It was better than Ryback and Kane, but not by much. Kane gets on the apron. Ryback pulls him in. He hits the Mihawk clothesline on Kane. Big Show knocks out Ryback for the win. I thought it was fine. I didn't really want Big Show to win. I kind of wanted Ryback to win just because what's the point of Big Show winning, you know? I don't know. And then I think Big Show kind of rubbed it in Kane's face that he won. And then Bray Wyatt cuts a promo backstage, and he says he has something right here he tells Undertaker that he has something right here that he's familiar with. It's the urn that Paul Bearer would carry around, and he said on Monday night he's going to unleash his spirit. I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see, I guess, the match at Mania. It's going to be weird to see Undertaker wrestle without the streak, but whatever. I thought this was okay stuff. Alright, so we get Brie Bella with Nikki Bella versus AJ Lee. Before the match starts, the Bella twins, Nikki and Brie, cut a promo. And they talk about how fans were posting last week, hashtag give divas a chance. And they said that's the key word, diva. Because we're the divas, but AJ Lee is not a diva because she's been on vacation, I don't know how long, since like December. For about 3 months. We're resting, and we've been busting our asses, having matches, taking out divas. We're the stars of Total Divas, and, AJ Lee is nothing. That's pretty much what they say, and now they talk about how AJ Lee and Paige are like frenemies or something. Well, that's what they said. They said it was something. So then they have the match. Paige was out there in AJ Lee's corner. The match actually was pretty good. This actually got a lot of time. I was happy about this. I don't think that's going to change the fact that, the face of the Divas division anytime soon, but whatever. AJ Lee wins with the Black Widow, but yeah, it was actually a good match. And then Daniel Bryan gets interviewed, and he pretty much hypes up the Intercontinental Championship ladder match because he's probably going to be in it. I have a feeling at one point he's going to end up getting the title. Like, not actually winning the title, but he's going to end up getting possession of the title. I don't really like the way he's being used right now, though, because they don't have anything for him. If they were going to do something with him, they should have just put him against Seth Rollins and waited to have Orton return until after Mania. Alright, so now we get Kofi Kingston and Big E with Xavier Woods, because they're all part of the New Day, versus The Miz and Damien Mizdow, and they're still not getting along. Miz takes the shades off, but he tells Mizdow to keep him on, and he's pretty much dominating Kofi Kingston. Kofi mounts some sort of comeback. Mizdow tries to tag himself in, but Miz is like, you're not going to tag yourself in. But then Mizdow tags himself in anyway. He starts going off on Kofi Kingston, and when he's about to put away Kofi, Miz tags himself back in, and he says, get out, this is my match. He makes him stand outside the ring and turn his back to the match. And then Kofi Kingston tags Big E. Big E hits like the big ending while Kofi Kingston goes off the top, gets the win, and then afterwards the Miz is telling Mizdow, where were you? So I thought this was great stuff. That's still teasing the Mizdow-Miz feud, but this was actually pretty great stuff. Alright, so they show a Brock Lesnar video package of just his destruction. Pretty much his whole career. I thought it was awesome. That's why I mentioned it. And then Roman Reigns, it shows a video from when Byron Saxton earlier today interviewed Roman Reigns. And he talked about how Paul Heyman likes to yak his mouth a lot. But one thing he said that was true is that Brock Lesnar's going to hurt him at WrestleMania. And he said that even though Brock Lesnar's going to hurt him, he's going to hit him with a Superman punch. And when he's staggered, he's going to hit him with the spear and become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I thought it was a fine promo. And then we get Jack Swagger versus Rusev. We find out Jack Swagger is going to be in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. So then Rusev beats Swagger with the accolade, makes him tap. I thought it was fine. It was a decent match. And then I just was expecting like the flag to come down and then Rusev just to celebrate. But then Curtis Axel comes on the screen. And he's acting very Hulk Hogan-like, because instead of Hulkamania, it's Axelmania. He's doing the Hulk Hogan gimmick. I think it's just awesome that this is happening. Just great. And he challenges him to a match on Raw. And then he says after he beats him on Raw, he's going to come after Rusev and take the United States Championship from him. I thought this was great stuff. Curtis Axel's been amazing with this Axelmania thing. And I thought this was all fine, though. Alright, so then Cameron's backstage, and she talks about hashtag give divas a chance. So, yeah, she said to give Cameron a chance. I highly doubt when they said hashtag give divas a chance, they were talking about Cameron, because Cameron just flat out sucks. So then Summer Rae comes up to say to give her a chance, and then Eva Marie comes up and says to give her a chance, and then Cameron just goes, go bye. Fuck Cameron, dude. Like, fuck her. Just fuck her. So then we get the tag team match. It's Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler versus Luke Harper and Bad News Barrett. And R-Truth's on commentary. And he still has possession of Bad News Barrett's Intercontinental Championship. R-Truth was fucking amazing on commentary, as always. R-Truth's been fucking amazing lately. Talking about how he's afraid of ladders, so he doesn't want to go up in the ladders, so maybe he's like finding a way that they can make it like a step stool kind of match. So that way, and they can just lower the title for him. That was just awesome. But then he said he's afraid of step stools. Like, that's fucking awesome. And he talked about how he was really tight with Jonathan Coachman, and Byron Saxton's jealous about that. And when Byron Saxton said his name was Mr. Saxton, he thought he was talking about the saxophone. And he made more Walking Dead references involving Luke Harper, talking about how Luke Harper, how many Luke zombies do you think Luke Harper kills a day? R-Truth is just fucking awesome. However, this was a great match. Ziggler beats Harper with a zigzag. Great match. This was a decent... Actually, it was a decent match. The thing that made it great was R-Truth on commentary. Then afterwards, BNB lays out Ziggler with the bullhammer elbow. Then he big boots Dean Ambrose. And then he sees that R-Truth has his Intercontinental Championship, so he wants it back. So he is about to give it back to BNB, and then Ambrose dives on Barrett. So R-Truth runs off with the championship, but Luke Harper stands in his way, and he lays it down on the ground so Harper can take it, but then he kicks Harper in the face. He walks off with it, and then Daniel Bryan comes out. And R-Truth gives Daniel Bryan the Intercontinental Championship, so then Daniel Bryan gets the title. He starts doing the yes chant with it. And then Stardust attacks Daniel Bryan from behind. And now Stardust has possession of the Intercontinental Championship. And that was Smackdown this week. I'm going to say it was a decent show. Because there was stuff I didn't like on the show. Like, I'm trying to remember. Because there's like the Ryback Big Show and Kane matches. I didn't like those. I didn't like the Ryback Kane match. The Big Show Ryback match wasn't too bad. However, Big Show should not have won that match. Actually, I'm going to say it was a good show, because he did have stuff like Curtis Axel doing the Axelmania stuff, the opening segment. What else did you have on the show? I don't even remember. I just can't remember off the top of my head. The Mizdow stuff was good. I just thought it was a decent show this week. So, that's my thoughts on SmackDown. If you want to see more of my SmackDown reviews or more videos from me on this channel, click right here in the description to subscribe. And it's going to probably be the next day by the time I edit all these videos together. So I hope you guys had a great day today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.